Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Fake Grand Order. Ich bin es am Fix. Unser Weg hat uns hier nun geführt von hier Cornwall und dem Wald des Vergessens über Salisbury, über Norwich bis hier nun schließlich nach Camelot. Die Stadt des Imperiums, die es hier morgen in den letzten 2000 Jahren mit eiserner Hand regiert hat. Wir wurden hier beim letzten Mal von Tamlin Gawain hergeführt und nun ist es an der Zeit, die große, allmächtige Königin zu finden. Und sollten wir Beryl treffen, werde ich dem jetzt seine verdammte Zunge rausreißen. Oder Mars, wie war das nochmal als Bodyguard? Ich hoffe, Tristan ist nicht da. Seit es der Camelos Castle gibt. The Queen's Throne Room. Ich hoffe sehr, dass da kein Tristan ist, sonst sieht's schlecht aus. Kneel, present. Worship, submit. Emissary to the throne, cease your breathing. 30 ambassadors, 100 officials, close your mouth. Oh, ich habe meinen Mund offen gehabt. You are in the presence of High Queen Morgan, the king who expands our boundaries, and up on those shoulders all of Britain rests. Reveal in her glory. Now this child of prophecy, now this foreign mage. This meeting is a sign of the High Queen's grace and amnesty. Thank you. It is so very good of all of you to come, even without a formal invitation. Ich denke nur an Woodtime, liebe Leute. Und dafür wird jemand bezahlen. My ambassador and officials are now commanded to be silent. Until this meeting ends, or I order otherwise. The only people present permitted to speak are myself, my guest and... Bei meinem Befehl zaubern! Komm! Alle Servants, Mann! Wie damals bei GFA. Lösch den aus, Mann! Quavel, besonders Canis, Mann! Ramm ihn deinen Speer sonst noch hin. And me, Beryl Gut, the Queen's hubby. So I fancy fairies. Beryl Gut? So really is here in Camelot? And did he say he's Morgan's husband? Hey there, Maxie and friends. I haven't seen you all since Olympus, Why the look of surprise? I know. Don't tell me Mesh didn't tell you I'm Morgan's beau. If you're here then. Sind alle Verhandlungen vorbei. Right, as a master yourself of course, that's where your mind goes, right Maxi? Und das bedeutet natürlich nicht nur Ehemann, sondern auch Servant. Yeah, it's true, I admit it, I'm Morgan's master. The partner of the High Queen who rules over the land of the Fae. But that doesn't make any sense, Mann! Hey Leute, überlegt euch mal. Das ist das erste Mal, dass ein Master, ein Crypter, gleichzeitig auch einen Lostbelt King als Servant hatte. Ich meine, Woodtime war so mit Zeus. Pippe hatte natürlich hier als Vataman, aber nicht der Juna Alter. In Sin, klar, Yu war eben ein bisschen anders, hatte aber Lan Ling und so weiter und so fort. Aber es war noch nie der Fall, dass ein Crypter einen Lostbelt King als Servant hatte. Das bedeutet im Endeffekt das größte Problem eigentlich immer, was an den Lostbelts war, nämlich dass es irgendwie immer zu Zwistigkeiten zwischen den beiden gab, endete hier. Denn das Monster und das Monster sind nun eins. Sure it does, and it's true. I mean, yeah, she's so far out of my league, I have a hard time to believe it myself, but facts are facts. Artorium, I give him permission to approach. Raise your head. Okay. I see. It appears you are truly the child of prophecy, and you must be the foreign mage. The master of Chaldea, seeking so desperately to restore what you call proper human history. Yes, I am. Your efforts in Norwich, though commendable, were unnecessary. Still, you did well eliminating the calamity. I will therefore reward you accordingly. Typically, I would compensate you in the currency of my realm. However, understand that the source of your magical energy is spatial magic energy occupying values. You refer them as QP. Nein, ich möchte in Quartz bezahlt werden! Ich möchte in Quartz bezahlt werden! Which is derived by viewing magic elements as particulars, correct? I trust 100 million of these should suffice. Take them. Was? Oh, so? That much? And wait, does this mean you have QP here? Of course not. I will simply create them myself by using your own Magecraft system methods. I have nothing more to say. If there's nothing else you wish to discuss, then our business is concluded. Was? Die haben uns so eingeladen und sagen, ja, hast du Knowledge gemacht, wäre nicht nötig gewesen, hier ist dann eine 100 Millionen Kopie und jetzt verzieh dich wieder. Hey, kill deinen Master, kill ihn, liebe Leute. Schuhe hat's getan, dann kannst es du auch tun. Oh toll, Maxi, if either of you were to ask question of me, now's the time. But be warned, now you are my guests, careless words may cost you that status and the protection it affords. Arthur denkt sich, ich sag lieber gar nichts. Looks like it's up to me to speak up first. So you speak up first then. Very well. You are indeed brave. Tell me, Conqueror of 5 Lostbelts, what is it you want? Chaldea's goal is to reserve the bleached earth phenomenon. Yes, I am aware of the situation in the outside world. Beryl Gut has informed me. But there has been another anomaly detected in the Lostbelts that we need to resolve first. Oh, what sort of anomaly? Using an ability similar to Ein's ability to prophesy, we observe the future depicting a cataclysmic collapse. We don't yet know what caused this collapse or how it will actually happen. But if it isn't stopped, it will spread across all of Britain and ultimately destroy the entire planet. That's why Chaldea came to Fairy Britain. We need to investigate the collapse and prevent it from ever happening. Now that the Tree of Emptiness is gone, we have no quarrel with this Lostbelt. Our goal is to stop the world collapse, that's all. I see. So you have come here not to conquer our world, but to save it, is that all? We also want a divine construct we can use against the foreign god. That's right. We are hoping to acquire the sacred lands Rongoniad, the incredibly powerful spell you cast at Olympus. We would like you to provide us with either a mystic code that let us use the spell ourselves or a Magecraft theory we can use to recreate it. Olympus? Foreign god? What in the world are the outsiders talking about? And how can they be so reckless making a demand of the High Queen of all people? Yes, I know the weapon you seek. I believe you when you say you have to come to save. And so I will say this to you. You and your proper human history come to a miserable end. Deine Mama wird zu einem miserablen Ende kommen, Mann. Und dein hässlicher Ehemann, Mann. Weißt du wie... Nee, Leute, bei Beryl, da gibt's keine Gnade, Mann. This collapse you have observed will be the result of me expanding my territory. I shall be the one to put a true and final end to our history. I would never willingly surrender my divine construct to you, my mortal enemy, Maxi, arrogant child. To save your world, you will have to defeat me. What you call proper human history cannot be saved otherwise. Is that your way of declaring a war on us, Queen Morgan? Proper human history and my realm can never coexist. If you wish to save your world, you will have to win it from me. I really thought she might be willing to listen. Now we have to fight after all. That goes for you too, Artoria, accused child of Ein's prophecy. The year end will bring a great calamity. It shall once again destroy every fairy in Britain. But fairies do not learn, ever, no matter how many times they die. They will always be born anew. As long as my castle remains intact, Fairy Britain shall always be reborn, even should all Britain burn. Your Majesty, I think you will only protect your kingdom, not your citizens. Yes, for fairies no salvation. I shall defend my land, nothing more. With all the magical energy I have stored in this throne room, I have nothing to fear from the great calamity. Furthermore, only a chosen fairy can sit on this throne. You are neither like other fairies nor a foreign mage. You have been chosen. You are neither a rebel nor an invader. You are the staff of selection chosen wielder. By accepting my invitation, you have proven yourself the true child of prophecy. You and you alone have the right to bring me to justice for every sin from paradise. Even should you fill oceans with the blood you shed in battle against me, you would be innocent of sin. If you wish to save Britain, you must defeat me, and claim the throne for yourself. Go then, fulfill that absurd prophecy if you can. You should know, then anyone, you have no choice. Then, it would seem our discussion is concluded. I am pleased we now understand each other. I know, right? I want a nice peaceful resolution where everyone goes hammy buddy with no bloodshed. So, on that note, you guys were stupid enough to come here with nothing more than faith in people in it, godness and honor, and now your negotiations have completely broken down. You didn't really think you could leave here without a fight, right? Of course not. Maxie, Artoria, get behind me. I thought this might happen. Be silent. Turn in! Turn in! Eben now, these are my honored guests. Alter, Beryl, das geht aus, das verdient. I will permit not so much as a hair on their heads to come to harm. Nor will I allow even an insult to their pride until they have left Camelot. You've gotta be shitting me. Forgive my husband's insolence, child. Daughter of Tintagel, so long as you retained Artoria, I shall not recognize you as my enemy. As long as the bells of pilgrimage remain unrung, my lords are forbidden from attacking any of you. However, if she does start ringing the bells officially declares herself the child of prophecy. Then, and only then, shall I name her, along with Chaldea, my enemies, and marshal my army against you. I therefore advise you to think very carefully before beginning a war you cannot possibly win. Now stand down. I'm certain there's nothing left to say. Where is there? Where did you take Mesh? Genau, das war eigentlich die wichtigste Frage. Mesh, what is that? That name of our companion. The one you soloed up with your spell usually used to get rid of the calamities. She's a Demi-Servant with the spirit origin of Galahad, the Shield Knight. Since you named your Tumblin after other knights of the Round Table, I'm sure you must know that name too. I see, that explains it. Yes, I hold your knight captive. Where is she? I see no reason I should tell you. She's my trophy. But I can assure you, she's alive and well. No one can harm her, not even me. Was heißt das? Also, das ist genauso gut gelaufen, wie ich erwartet habe. Ich dachte wirklich für eine Sekunde, dass sie uns angreift. Also zumindest das Beryl uns hier angreift. Aber was soll das bitte heißen? Sie kann ihr auch keinen Schaden zufügen? At least we have a small lead on Mesh now, but... Yeah, it wasn't much of a discussion, was it? She basically just told us we're enemies and threatened to show us no mercy if we are to fire. Yep, can't say it was a very productive talk. We now know that monks definitely sees proper human history as their enemy. And we now know that Mesh is safe, but her being kept in captive somewhere. But that's just confirmation of some things we already at least suspect. I don't see anything that could give us any kind of clue as to how we could possibly beat her in a fight. We didn't even learn anything useful about the divine construct either. Actually, we did make just a bit of progression there. Remember that atrium in the throne room? The one overlooking the pit? Well, I noticed a distinct magical energy pattern today that was similar to the Lion's King in the 6th Singularity. That confirms for me that Morgan has Rongonir on hand in weaponized form. And not just one of them either. She must have at least 10 in place around Camelot's main gate. And with that many of them on hand, she must have already used them here several times before. So, we can assume the one she threw at Olympus must have been just one of the several she had at there ready. It would have been Great, if she'd have been willing to sell us just one of them. But it's pretty clear that's not an option. So now, the only way for us to complete our initial objective of acquiring the divine construct for ourselves is to defeat Morgan. We definitely have to work cut out for us, don't we? Still, at least we made it out there, safe and sound, so we also know that Queen Morgan is true to her word. True, both Morgan herself and all of Camelot might be stuffed with magic energy, it's downright chilling. But she was also adamant about upholding the laws she set as queen. She didn't even listen to Beryl when he tried to break them. Beryl. I know, Maxie, that only makes it all more mysterious. Beryl said he was Morgan's master. If that's true, it would make her a servant. Genau, er hätte eigentlich Befehlszauber einsetzen können. Das war eigentlich immer mein Gedanke. But it can't be true, because she's been a ruling fairy Britain for the last 2000 years. Beryl couldn't have come to this Lostbelt any sooner than the end of 2019, just like all the other cryptors. Obviously, Morgan would have already been the queen of this land by then, so he couldn't possibly have summoned her as a servant. So the question is he lying about it, or is he being made to believe it? Either way, we need a lot more information before we can draw any conclusion. Oh hey! They're back! Guys over here! Welcome back, Artoria. Maxie. So, how's the audience go? What's Queen Morgan really like? Was she terrifying? Was she strong? Was she really 10 meters tall? Nee, 20. I mean, anyone who would take Tristan as a daughter must eat nothing but other fairies, right? Well, she definitely seemed like a queen. Cut it out, Gareth. Can't you see the child of prophecy doing her best to not spoil your fun? The truth is, the queen was completely ordinary, right, Artoria? Isn't that what you want to say? Huh? I can tell. I'm an expert at reading fairy minds. After all, don't worry, Artoria. It's okay to be yourself. I don't know much about how maidens think, but being yourself is a good advice. Deep down, you're a stubborn shrew with a fierce competitive streak, right? If anything, you were probably thinking something like, the queen? I could take any day of the week. Give me 1,000 years and I'd probably be way stronger than her. I wasn't thinking anything of the sort. And couldn't you at least make it 100 years? Guess we won't be getting a crushy carriage as got back to Norwich, especially after it basically kicked us out of town. Ich denke, es wird nicht nach Norwich gehen. I wasn't expecting the way back to be easy, but now that it's time to go, it's looking harder than ever. If they'd just given us at least one carriage, we could have had a nice comfortable ride to... Lubu. Oh, hello, fancy running into all of you here. I was out taking a new carriage for a test drive, and I just happened to find myself in Camelot. Seems like fate to me. Go on, get it, don't be shy. Or on your sly dog. Yep, figured you'd be finishing up around now. I take it your audience with the queens all done now? I'd love to hear all about it, but first, we should probably get going before our presence here gives the queen's army any ideas. Hello everyone, I'm glad to see you haven't been tempted by any other carriage. Say hello to our new and improved carriage. It's now got 6 passenger seats and 2 sleeping berths. With this bad boy, I can promise you we're all more comfortable journey around Britain than ever before. You see, they don't call me Ritter Homstrick bit for nothing. That's great to hear about the carriage, but why are you glammed up too? Once I told the fairies in Norwich I was the child of prophecy attendants, they were delighted to absolutely pamper me. The Earth Clan's fairies have wiped this armor up for me during the celebration sort. I see. Well, that's nice. I just hope you're ready to pay for it yourself. Alles auf Kosten vom Kind of Prophezeiung. Irgendwann zahlt sie euch zurück, irgendwann macht sie damit Geld. Oder auch nicht. Oder auch nicht. So, ich dachte es mir, unser Weg wird uns nicht nach Norwich führen, sondern in den Norden. Any QP that exceeds the maximum limit cannot be received. Ah, das ist in der Kiste. Ja, liebe Leute, ich habe aktuell gut QP rausgehauen, also. Ich bin nur noch bei 400 Millionen, jetzt sind es wieder 500 Millionen. Also, ich hätte trotzdem über 100 Millionen Quartz genommen. Oh, Leute, Mann. Ich hätte 100 Quartz genommen, ich will nicht so eine ganze Zeit. And that's how our audience this morning ended. Well, she certainly didn't mind words, did she? Morgan is eager for this fight. I'd hoped there might be some way to broker peace if Chaldea and the Child of Prophecy met with her together, but she obviously never had any intention of giving up her throne to the Child of Prophecy, the True King. And that's not all. Morgans doesn't even plan on saving Britain. She said we were going to expand the territory and destroy the outside world, right? I was already pretty sure that was her plan, but I didn't know how she planned on pulling it off. But after hearing about your meeting, I think I've got it. She's going to use the Great Calamity herself. How so? Remember the water mirror spell used in Norwich? That's what she always used to get rid of the calamities before. Isn't that right, Habertot? Heißt es, sie hat gar nicht die Calamities ausgelöst, sondern einfach nur irgendwo hingeworbt. Yep, she doesn't usually break it down at a massive scale, but the teleportation spell on her go-tos. See if Magiers Mesh hadn't gone to such extraordinary lengths, she would have still made the calamity disappear. Or rather, she would have made it her own. I think Morgan's been trying to acquire the calamities for herself. And if she is, that must mean she's able to harness the magic energy and use it as her own. That's the magic energy she's going to use to override Maxie's world, proper human history, and make it her territory. She's going to take her curse meant to destroy the world of fairies and use it to destroy the world of humans. That's her plan. She's not out to stop the great calamities, she wants it to happen. So instead of getting rid of the calamities, she's going to use it as weapons. Even though she has more than enough power to banish it, like she did in Norwich. But that would mean only her fairies inside Camelot would survive. No, now that you mention it. Those upper-class fairies in Camelot all looked down on the other cities. I even heard them say stuff like, the only fairies worth anything are those in Camelot with straight face. They've completely bought the whole privileged class nonsense the Queen fed them. I'm sure they just think of the Child of Prophecy as an inherent. I know the Queen said she wouldn't consider us her enemy until we ring one of the bells of pilgrimage, but she's also married to Beryl, right? It's a good thing Oran showed up with the carriage when he did, cause there's no telling when he might have sent troops after us. You said it. First thing first, we should put our distance between us and Camelot. We can figure out our next course of action after that. If nothing else, we know exactly what we have to do now. If we are going to save Britain, our world and Mesh, we're going to have to defeat Morgan. Nichts leichter als das, oder? Several hours after the meeting at the emptied throne room, still no sign of movement from the pit. That is concerning. That aside, a great calamity that comes every 1,000 years, Ach, die Grube, da wird sie reinschmeißen. The sheer audacity of those fairies never ceases to amaze. At least it is useful. I will use whatever I must to erase proper human history forever. Und die Priesterin. You again. You know that merely observing will resolve nothing. If you are truly the foreign god's priestess, you should at least try to kill me. Though of course that assassination attempt by the disciple of the foreign god did not go so well for him. No 7 compromised of a rogue split from proper human history can hope to match up my Tamlin. If you will do nothing but stand here and watch, then do not show yourself. I tire looking at you. If there's something you wish to say, it is to me, then speak as you did. Oder sie verzieht sich. Der Chaldean. Ey Leute, das ist so mega cool. Also okay, diese seltsame Priesterin, die eigentlich fast niemand sehen konnte, ist jetzt auf einmal wieder da. Hat jetzt hier auf einmal, ja, wieder ihre Beobachtungsstatus angenommen. Und jetzt sehen wir halt wieder diese Form, die wir schon aus Olympus und aus Ding kennen. Lostbelt 5. Romani, Anführungsstrichen, der sagt, er ist nicht Romani und der Chaldean. What? So interrupt your chat. I would have knocked, but there's no door here. Of course not. Why would I? Welcome guests merely because they come knocking. I do have a waiting room though. Had you care to use it? You mean the ghost ward down below? It is majestic but unnecessary. I don't have the time to wait. I'm neither omnipotent nor talented mage like yourself. I'm just an ordinary man capable of nothing but only work. Truthfully, I should be avoiding places like this where I have no business in the first place. Your actions defy comprehension. You're clearly from Chaldea. You're on the side of proper human history. While the foreign god means to wipe the slate of human history clean. I could attempt destroying it before she gets a chance. Is that not why you're here? To stop me? No. If you can re-destroy it, go ahead. What? True. If left to your own device, I'm sure you will indeed destroy this planet and erase humanity. And that is preferable to the foreign god achieving her goal. Your goal is to wipe out proper human history, so you can expand the land of the Fae and rule us as queen. I can't approve of your goal, or approach to pursuing it, but I do respect what you have accomplished. So I will neither try to interfere with your plans nor lend Chaldea my aid. If you should succeed in rendering this planet as lifeless husk, I have no objection. If you're not here to interfere, then why have you come? You claimed to have no time to waste, did you not? I came to see what you have created here. It deserves at least that much. You saw that tree of emptiness for what it really was, and instead of fearing it, you used it for yourself. You grasped Chaldea's summoning system instantly and made it to your own. And those are truly exceptional accomplishments. There are scant few who have even approached your level of godlike genius. Now do you understand, High Queen Morgan? I came here to praise you. I can't imagine there is anyone else willing or able to give you the accolades you deserve. Your estimation of my mage skill means nothing to me. If anything, it sounds snide. No, if that's all you have to say, then leave. This world is soon to be mine. There will be no place in it for either a foreign god or a beast. I know, this was the last chance to intervene anyway. Even if I did try to get in your way now, it wouldn't change anything. If my aim were to stop what is happening here, I have come 2,000 years too late. Your history is perfect, your script is complete. And you did make a mistake with Tristan. Your victory is still close at hand. As one who has stood in the very position I wanted to applaud you and the path you've taken. In my estimation, neither the Child of Prophecy nor Master of Chaldea have any hope to defeating you. And of course, we are a third player who is yet to show themselves to intervene. That could change things considerably. Wer ist das? Was ist hier los? So strange, Leute, Mann. Ihr habt keine Ahnung. Aber eins ist erstmal sicher. Wir sacken erstmal unsere kleinen 100 Millionen ein. 100 Millionen Quartz. Naja, okay, ist trotzdem in Ordnung. Auf jeden Fall, liebe Leute, sehr strange, sehr seltsam und sehr strange geht es auch beim nächsten Mal weiter mit Fake Grand Order. Dann werden wir schauen, wie es weitergeht und wir befinden uns dann schon Kapitel 11. Bis zum nächsten Mal, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Oh, es geht nach Londinium, also zu den Rebellen. Bis zum nächsten Mal, dann auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.